Beloved Master, you provoke for questions, but till the questions comes, you answer it in advance. And when you when my quest is quenched, my question disappears. Please say something about this situation. This is my first question.
Okay, first thing, we appear many, but we are one. So basically, there are not two, one who is asking, the other who is answering. This seems a mystery, but things are different on a subtle plane, on a plane which we cannot perceive. But if we go deeper into us, you can understand how this is happening. You are asking and you are answering. That is how things are. And here, when you meditate or in meditation, before you ask, the answer is ready. Answer is first and question is second. Answer makes the question basically. There are 5 levels of consciousness as a concept. As a concept. Psychologically, actually, there are no levels. There is just oneness. But when we live through mind or through this body-mind mechanism, we live relatively. Relatively, there are levels. Now, you count the earth as a base. And if you want to measure the height, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40,000, few thousand, 100,000, but basically it is all one. Where are the levels? There are no levels. But for understanding, we must understand psychologically there are levels in consciousness. The first level is I am right. Psychologically. Or you can say you are wrong. It means the same. A person who is living on the first level, his understanding is I am right. Or his understanding is you are wrong. He is always blaming the other, complaining other, weeping, crying, abusing, putting the cap on others' head. You are responsible for the suffering I am going through. Maybe girlfriend, maybe mother, maybe father, maybe friend, or anyone. You are responsible. Is the psyche of the first level. A person who is living on the first level. But if the level change, if he grow, if he is little more mature, then the understanding also changes. Then the understanding is no, we are responsible. In the first, you are responsible. In the second, we are responsible. He has started seeing little more deeper. And if he moves further, then he starts saying, no, 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 I am responsible. He starts seeing faults in himself. He starts seeing that his suffering is because of his doings. Attitude goes unchanging with the understanding. The whole scene goes unchanging. Even if one goes even more deeper, then nobody is responsible. This is the understanding. Nor I am responsible, nor you are responsible. Nobody is responsible. Everything is just happening on its own according to invisible laws, which we don't understand. But nobody is doer. Nobody is doing anything. It is just happening. Jealousy, anger, fight, happiness, love, whatsoever is happening is just happening. His understanding, his perception is like this. The level of consciousness is changing. And remember, there are no levels. It is a concept. But still, it is like this. Now you go inside you and see in which level you are. Have you reached? Nobody is responsible. If you are little more mature, grown up, you will be having the understanding nobody is responsible. Things are like this. Nothing can be done. You cannot improve upon, and there is no need to improve. You just accept. Acceptance is the right word there. Man number one, I am saying man number one, it is a wrong terminology. In the first level of consciousness, you cannot see that the other is not responsible. It is your realization, enlightenment. You are so firm. Why you are doing this to me? You are this, you are this. Blaming, complaining, nagging, kind of things happens there. If little meditation, little growth, little maturity, then okay, you are also right, I am also right. In your place, you are right, in my place, I am right. This understanding erupts. Even if the shift happens more deeper, then he starts saying, no, it is because of me. I made you sad, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. First you commit and then you say sorry. All the time this is happening. First you will make mistake, will do something wrong. Then you will repent and will say sorry. But if you go a little higher, you will see things are happening like this. Everything is just happening. There is no doer. Actually, there is no doer. Actually. But even you cannot conceive it. There is no doer. Without your doing, how things can happen. But things are happening. Even if you go even more deeper or higher, which means the same, deeper and higher are the same. Fifth level of consciousness. In that level of consciousness, nothing has ever happened. You will start seeing that nothing has happened. Now you lived 40 years, 50 years, 30 years. So many happenings are there. They evaporate like anything. See this in a different way. Consciousness has actually 5 states, but let us consider only 4. This is not conceptual. This is factual. What I'm talking now. It is not conceptual. One is deep sleep. The other is dream. The other is waking state in which you are listening now and I am talking. This is called waking state. This three state all the time goes on. You pass through these three state. Sometime you are in waking state, sometime you are in sleep state, and sometime in dream state. Now in dream state, you see a dream. You see the whole universe, buildings, people, everything. But when you wake up, where they are, they disappear. They were not there in the first place. And you never consider a dream so seriously. Suppose you lost 10 crore of rupees, $10 million in dream. When you wake up, you don't weep. Do you? In the same way, when you are wake up from this waking state, that state is called fourth. In Sanskrit, it is called Turiya. Turiya means the fourth. That state in which you are neither asleep, you are neither awake. That is meditation. Meditation means going beyond both, waking and sleep. And the dream is mixture of both. You are neither awake nor asleep. Little awake, little sleep. That is the dream state. It is a mix-up. In the fourth, you go beyond the both, or the three. There, you see everything as if you are in a real world or in a dream world. This also becomes a dream world, this waking. This waking in which we are, waking state, the world we perceive starts looking like it as if it is a dream world. And nobody keeps dream things in her bag. One forgets. The fourth stage is a samadhi, is a meditation, is a being, is your true nature. Call it consciousness, call it universal mind, call it God, whatsoever you like. In that state, in the fourth state, you are no more a person. You have transcended. Still, you will be you. You will be you. Behaving like normally you were behaving before, but you are not you. You have tasted impersonality. Now you are universal. Now you have known your true nature, which has no name, no form. You begin nowhere, you end nowhere. You are not limited to this body only. All is in you. You are in all. Just now, you perceive yourself that you are in Goa, or you are on this earth, you are in India. In there, the whole universe is within you. I am not talking in your body. Remember that. I'm not talking about the body. Don't start looking within in the body that you find the whole universe. You merge and melt your boundaries, melt and merges with the whole. You become the whole. You are the whole. That is the case. And that is the spirituality. That is the whole sadhana, to wake up from this waking state and realize and experience your own true nature. What is your true nature? Your true nature knows no limit, has no boundary. It never begins, never ends. Nowhere. All is in you. You are in all. Basically, all disappears and only being remains. Being means presence remains. Osho has said, I am not a person, I am a presence. What is true about Osho is true about everyone. And he tried his best that you can experience this presence. In presence, you are Osho, or Osho is Joshua. If Joshua becomes just presence, there are no two. Presence is just presence. Presence is not in time. Time is in presence. Time disappears. Space disappears. You have transcended. This is truth. That is what we try for. That is what knowingly, unknowingly we are seeking. We are desiring. The fourth state. Even this can be transcended. But that is a little too much. So I am afraid of talking that. Eh? It will be really too much. Eh? Even you can transcend this being state. First, you have to be. You are not, you are, definitely you are, but you are not present, you are absent. Psychologically, you are all the time absent. Enlightenment means psychologically remaining present. If you are present, you are in now. Presence means just now. There is only now. There is no past, there is no future. Past is a memory. It is non-existent thing. What is past? Is something concrete, something existential. It is just a memory, just a photograph. There is always now. Remain in the now and you will know God. Remain in the now and you will be tasting impersonality. In that state, there is no other. There is no you. There is no I. Or you can say all the I and all the you are present in now. There is no future. Future is nothing but the projection of the past experiences. Mind wants to experience the same thing in future, so it starts projecting. Actually, there is no time, my dear. There is no, yeah, it is in the watch. Maybe it is in the mind. Mind is nothing but time. But when mind is silent, when you are meditating deeply, and everybody has at least few experience, few glimpses, that when you meditate and really you are having a good dip, mind is silent. Where is time? Where is space? Go deeper, more and more. This is the beauty. Consciousness, which has no form, which is so subtle, so subtle, so subtle, cannot be seen through the naked eyes, not even the microscopic eyes. contains everything. This is mystery. Contains everything. From consciousness appears everything. From consciousness appears sky and the other four elements. And when manifestations start, it is the manifestation of these five elements. But substratum, the essence, remains consciousness. It is the play of consciousness whatsoever. But we get stuck what is perceived, what we know, and forget the source. But when you enter into the source, you are the very source. There is no other. Only you are. In your word, there is a perfect peace. There is no fight, there is no war, because there is no other. And when you are in deep meditation, miracle happens. You are asking question and you are getting answer. It is not that I am just available here as a person. As a essence, your essence and mine essence are not two. It is all one. So this miracle happens when you reach the fifth level of consciousness. You are perfect Buddha, perfect master, master of none. Because you don't do a thing, everything is just happening. Everything from your psyche just disappears as dewdrop in the ocean. No more hurts, no wounds, no scratches, no guilts. Everything just gone. There is only silence, deep and profound. There is just peace, deep and profound. One is living one's life as it is allotted to him, 50, 30, 60, 70 years. Then the body is left behind. One is gone. Totally and finally. Death is the happiest moment in the life of an awakened one. Most beautiful. Because he is leaving behind everything. This is a being state. Otherwise, all the time you are trying to become someone or something to prove to the world or prove to yourself whatsoever. Because you feel incomplete in yourself. All the time, whatsoever you are doing to become something. Meditation is not a becoming, it is just being. What means being? You are not doing anything. Not even thinking. Not even trying to understand. You just are. Just remain as you are, and that is being state. In that being state, you are one with the whole. The boundary has melted. This is universality, impersonality. So this miracle happens, my dear. To you, it may be a miracle that you ask question and you get answer. This always happens. If you go a little deep, it will happen. Because I am not separate from you, you are not separate from me. In my understanding, that is there, so things happens. Next question.
Beloved Swamiji, yesterday you told that you designed the situation in such a way that means Absolutely. Yesterday you told that you designed the situation in such a way that, are you a designer in the superior school of A? Please explain the way of Naqshband.
This is a different kind of designing which I don't design, but I have to use the word and how I can say things which cannot be said. Because we have only one language, the language of doing. The language of being is not yet developed. Hmm? We understand only one. So I do nothing, my dear. I am really surprised all the time. Whenever I focused a little, after this camp is over, and by the time I reach my home, I will be surprised whether we were in Goa for 40 days and doing so many things. This is actually a case. After each camp, this is happening. To arrange this meditation camp, we came 2, 3 times. When we are here, me and Gyandev, we come to arrange things. We surprise whether we live in Pune or where. When we are Goa, we think whether we live in Pune. And when we reach back to Pune, we surprise ourselves whether we went to Goa. This is a fact. This is not a concept. In language, one has to say that I am designing. No, I am not designing anything. It is happening. But when language is needed, I have to say that I have designed in this way. Because you see, I come in time, play the particular music. Huh? There is some chart. But it is a happening. It is not a doing. Now, this is the understanding that everything is just happening. And you cannot stop any happening. You cannot manipulate any happening. But still on the periphery, you have to play the role of a doer. That I have done this. You have to do that. There is a understanding that everything is just happening. In the fourth state of consciousness, everything is just happening. That is why there is a teaching to accept. Today night you will listen a prayer which is from Bhagavad Gita. Jo hua acha hua. Whatsoever happened was just perfect. Jo ho raha hai acha ho raha hai. Whatsoever is happening is just perfect. Jo hoga acha hoga. Whatsoever will happen will be totally perfect. It is the prayer of the fourth state. When you start doing this prayer, meditating on this prayer, trying to penetrate into the very understanding which is coming towards you, you will start slipping into the fourth state. Jo hua acha hua, whatsoever is happening, just beautiful. You are at peace. You are not at peace when you expect something according to your desire, not going with the desire of the, say God, say something else, desire of the whole. In the fourth state, you will understand that your desire does not work, your expectation does not work, your asking does not work. If He wants, it will happen. That is the state there. So in the fourth state, one is taught how to accept things as they are. Mind never wants to accept anything like that. Mind wants to have. Mind wants to fight. Mind wants to possess. You understand? But in the being state, there is acceptance deep down. Maybe on the periphery, the play goes on, but deep down there is a deep rest, and everything is just accepted. This manifestation, which is appearing in consciousness, disappearing in consciousness all the time, is just a pure happening. There is no doer. Even the God is not a doer because he is not a person. God is a law, a universal law. Things are going on themselves. Events are happening. And everything is just happening in the now. Yes.
The last one. Kindly let us know about the path of love and the path of meditation.
People think if they are emotional, they are following the path of love, which is not true. When you start living in the fourth state, the state of being, there you understand what is love. There, love is a state of your very being. You are love. You are nothing but pure love. The word love is contaminated like anything. When we use the word love, we bring the other there. We cannot even conceive that love is a state. To be is in love. Now, how you can go into this state? Basically, psychologically, if you don't move, you are in that state. You just be present. And being present is meditation. When you are meditating, you are love. In love, you are meditating. Meditation and love are the two sides of the same coin, called consciousness, called being, called presence. If you are meditative, how you can be without love? And if you are really in love, really, you will be subtly alert and aware and present deep down. Love does not mean loving other, loving someone and not hating. In that love, hate is always there. In this love, there is no hate. Just be present. Whether you follow the path of love or you follow the path of meditation. If you follow the path of meditation, you will reach love. If you follow the path of love, you will reach meditation because they are not against each other. Maybe they are brother sister. Path of love and path of meditation. Path of love has become impossible, almost impossible. Almost impossible, I'm saying. And without meditation, even you cannot follow the path of love. Not possible. Meditation help you to clean your psyche. There are many distortions in your psyche, many wounds, not of only this life, but even previous life. It needs a deep, deep cleaning. In the last 2 years, I was experimenting on a different levels. Then one day I told to GT, let us try these Bach flowers. And we experimented for 2 years and we found many, many beautiful results. I think he offered you one bottle in the night, yesterday night. They are amazing. They help in the cleansing of psyche. Our major problem is not our mind, it is our emotional body. Our emotional world is very, very disturbed. They need a touch of harmony. So the search is going on, work is happening, and things are coming. Things are also happening. I will tell Gyandev to tell you the story of Mr. Bach, who invented this Bach flower. It is something like in Ayurveda, there was a Ayurvedic doctor who will go to the flowers and the plants, and plants will tell him that I can be used in such disease. क्या नाम था? Dhanvantari. Charak also? Yeah, Charak. So in this way, at that time there were no scientific invention. Now we have a different dimension altogether. But still, Bach invented like this. Flower will tell him that use me in this, in that. And they help to clean our emotional things. Miraculous result we got. In the state we are, to follow the path of love. I don't know what is the path of love. What do you mean by path of love? Path of love means being with the master, like a shadow. Not depending on one's own doing, just waiting for the grace of the master. That is love. Being with him, not questioning, no doubts, total trust. That is love. Can you do that? That is path of love. This is not path of love that you go and feed poor or things like that. No, that is something else. That is social service. Path of love is more arduous than the meditation. At least in meditation, you have this much consolation that you are doing something and something will happen. And you are the doer. It is in your hand. You are trying something. You are not sitting silently. And hope is there. In path of love, you have to just trust and be with the master if you are lucky. And things will happen miraculously. You have so much trust that if nothing happens, you are happy. That's all. You have master, you need nothing. Master becomes your God. That is path of love, according to me. And in love, there are no paths, my dear. Love is a being state. It is state of being. Do you see any path in the sky, in the space? But in meditation, there can be path. And we are doing many paths. In the morning, we do dynamic. Next, we do mantra. Now we will be doing Kundalini. In the night, we will be doing Sufi. Sufi is called path of love also. So we'll be following that also, from meditation to love. From doing to happening. In the morning, You start with the will. Deep breathing, fast breathing, deep breathing. And you have to do it. And in the evening, when there is a Sufi time, there is surrender, there is devotion, there is love, there is bhakti. Just melting. That I have done, I am not enough. Without your help, nothing can happen. Now I surrender. Evening means surrender, morning means will. So this is the only design. From doing to non-doing, from doing to towards being. Huh? Let go, surrender, weeping, masti. And 2 days, Osho's birthday is there also. Have you wished him? Happy birthday, Osho. So in the evening, we will.